gym area right now. Legs started wearing out. I just came back from a 4.92 mile run in about 20 something degrees outside, and I've been running every day, even when it was -5. So yeah, my legs is gone right now. I just figured like I'd sit down for a few minutes and see if I could talk to my people on live stream, see what y'all got going on in y'all neck of the woods, see what y'all got happening around y'all neighborhood. What it do, man? It's your boy Coach Carl. If y'all was just live with me on the other channel, like my man Go Hunter, I lost it, man, when somebody called me on my other phone. When they call you on your phone and you're on a live stream, they FaceTime called me on live stream, and once they called me, it blocked it. I was about to get off anyway, but I only had like a minute left, and it made my channel go mute. My man Ninja Q7934, what it do, man? You need to be in school, player. That's where you get all the knowledge from. So you know how to handle things when you get out here in the real world. That's where you where you supposed to be at, bro. You where you supposed to be. Yeah, I appreciate you being there, man. So you ain't gonna hear me? Well, can you see this? Peace. Tim Austin, what's good, man? What's happening, homeboy? Talk to me. Tell me what you got going on, man. My Monday, y'all. Hey, look, I'm gonna show you something I did just in case y'all, when y'all waiting to log in, I'm gonna show y'all something I did this morning. This is my Monday, y'all. This is how I get my workout started. I do 8 sets of 5 pull-ups, 8 sets of 5 dips, and 8 sets of 5 push-ups. And that's just to get the party started. So look, I tell y'all all the time, ain't nothing easy about getting crazy. My workouts ain't easy, but they ain't supposed to be. I'm 58 years old, y'all. I ain't got forever to get in shape, so I push it. So anybody out there at any age, whether you're 18, 38, 58, 78, do something. Don't sit around the house and complain about what you can't do no more. Do something. Anything beats a 0. A lot of people want to lose weight, but they don't want to be on a diet. A lot of people want to gain muscles, but they don't want to exercise. You want to have cardio and leg strength, but you want to walk or run. My friend, it ain't going to happen if you don't do something towards it. So with that being said, always remember, train hard and never miss Mondays. Yo, that's what I tell people. Don't miss no Mondays. Always remember to get your Monday in. It's the start of the week, bro. Get your Monday in and do that work. Now, my man say, hey, coach, next guy, Gillett, say here in NYC, you in the New York City, player? That's what I'm talking about, man. What's going on down there? Y'all still got snow? Y'all expecting snow. And my man Tim Austin said, I'm getting ready for the Golden Gloves, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Put the work in, player. You get everything out of it that you put into it. Yo, I'm going to talk to Jeff Mayweather on Thursday. What should I say? Say hi. Hey, look, Jeff Mayweather is cool, man, but I'd rather you be saying you're going to talk to Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Jeff Mayweather is the uncle that nobody talks about. He got some knowledge and wisdom in the game, but he's the one that nobody talks about for a reason. Mark Tavius, what it do, man? Hey, look, that routine you just saw, Ninja Q, I did 8 sets of that. 8 sets of 5 pull-ups, 5 dips, 5 push-ups. 8 sets before I stopped. 8 sets. And that's my Monday morning routine, bro. And that's how I get everything started. Andrew Harper, every day Monday to me, if you know what I mean. Hey, I know exactly what you mean. I don't miss no day, bro. But I tell people, man, the worst, a lot of people don't work out every day of the week. So the people that don't work out every day of the week, I tell them don't miss Monday. Monday, get the ball rolling, bro. Thank you, coach. Yes, it's freezing. Yeah, man. It's supposed to be freezing in New York City, man. I got family in New York City, in the South Bronx. I got family in Red Hook, Brownsville. Man, bro. Brooklyn. Hey, look, man, you know what it is, man. I got homeboys I grew up with. They came down here to Virginia from New York. Coach, Have you fought in the gloves? No, I never fought in the Golden Gloves. I had 2 sons that fought in the Golden Gloves. You know, I'm talking about a long time ago, bro. I don't even know when the Golden Gloves started. But back in the day, bro, you couldn't leave your neighborhood. You ain't had no money. I fought in my neighborhood. I fought in D.C., Maryland, Carolina, Georgia, Norfolk. That's my neighborhood. The Golden Glove started in 1957, but obviously, you know, in 1957, it wasn't it wasn't diverse as it is now. Yeah. Let me make sure I'm saying this right. Hold up. Man, they be trying to trick me. Oh, wait a minute. Golden Glove boxing started in 1923. But I never heard about the Golden Gloves, man, for real, until my sons started competing in boxing, and they won the Golden Gloves, the regional version. Coach, let's see. Yo, bro, I'm not back. Hey, look, I ain't saying it. Look, do what you do, bro. Ninja Q, do what you do, man. Hey, look, if I could talk to anybody, you know, I ain't gonna diss Jeff, but Jeff ain't who I'm looking to talk to. I'm looking to talk to somebody, but it ain't him. Say, Bronx here? That's what I'm talking about, dog. Bronx in the building. Hey, look, appreciate y'all logging in, man. Metro Transit, boy. It said 1923, it was called AAU. Oh, I got you. You are inspiring, man. I never boxed before, but you sure inspire me to learn and exercise. Hey, look, whether you learn boxing or just learn how to defend yourself, because we all need to know how to do that. We ain't got to box in the ring to learn how to defend yourself, because at some point of our lives, somebody's going to do something to you in most cases. And if they don't do it to you, they're going to do it to somebody you know. So you want to be in best shape of your life. Not only for aesthetics. I don't care if you got a six-pack. I don't care if your chest popping out. I don't care if you got big biceps. It don't matter. What matters to me is how big is your heart. How strong is your heart, bro? And that's what you get from exercising. Good afternoon, my friend. What up, Glenn? Bruh, let me get some money. Hey, look, how much you need, player? Somebody say, I just pooted. Hey, look, wipe your booty, bro. You might let something out. You might have let something out. Something cat. I don't know what that means, Andrew Hopper. You might want to read that again. Because I ain't understand the lingo in that jump. You might have missed out some letters or something. I'm sitting here, I'm waiting on it to pop back up. Lou Becker, what's good, dog? I don't know why it's funny to you. Look, it's funny because when people see somebody older online, they think it's funny when we teach them boxing. But let me explain something to you. Ain't no young person you know, no boxing. No young person you know, no boxing. It's gonna have to be an older guy. It ain't what you look like when you teaching boxing, bro. Look, I'm only gonna entertain this clown for a few minutes. So I just want y'all to know that. So if y'all watching the channel, y'all know when I get tired of dealing with them. Cause sometimes I talk to people just cause I want to see how suckerish a sucker really is. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to see. I just want to see how much he gonna carry, how much he gonna carry. Tell me something I look like Urkel. Hey, look, it don't matter what you look like. I seen some of the ugliest guys in the world beat the dog stew out of some of the prettiest guys in the world, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, but most of the people that be up here saying stupid stuff, if the shoe fit, Word. They up here saying stupid stuff because they stupid. So if the shoe fit, word. Maybe that's why Mr. Mark Samuels ain't got nobody on his channel. Maybe that's why. There ain't nobody on his channel. Y'all see this? He got no subscribers. Wait a minute, he got 11 subscribers. That's all his cousins. He got no videos, but yet he telling me what's stupid. This stupid. He a buster. See, because when you go to my channel, you can see something. You can see who I am. He gonna climb up on here about 14 years old, telling me it's stupid. But don't know nothing about boxing. Don't know nothing. If you knew anything, bro, you know I don't just teach boxing. I taught boxing for 20 years, taught karate for 20 years, taught knife fighting, all of that. Yeah, you ain't no rumble nothing. You a sucker. Plain and simple. Sucker. Because if you had any class, any style, any framework, if you want a chubby boy, you have pictures on here. You be showing people what you look like. You show people what you can actually do. But guess what? Ain't nothing up here. You know why? Because ain't nothing over there. Ain't nothing over there. I ain't even got to fake it. I ain't even got to act like you got nothing. Because ain't nothing there. It's a zero. It's a zero. Plain and simple. Ain't nothing there. If you had something there, you'd have showed it already. You been on my channel, so you see what I look like. I'm looking at your channel, and I see nothing. I see a zero, not a hero. I see a zero. That's me right there, player. What your body look like? How many fat burgers you got in your stomach? Man, get off my channel, sucker. Get off my channel. You ain't nothing but a little sucker. Say the drama for your mama. Tell your daddy I said what up. Sucker. Hey man, you get a little guy up here now and then, get to talking all kinds of crazy stuff, bro, but he ain't about nothing. He is zero, man. He just come up here just to interrupt the channel. Hey, you know the deal. You know the deal. Oh, some things can't be taught. Yeah, some things can't be. I always found a way to teach a little bit of everything. I taught an old grandmama, almost 80 years old. I taught her the basics in boxing. I taught her to the point where she knew it so well that she watched the boxing match and understood what she was looking at. She said, "Why you not hitting him in the body, coach?" I said, "Because he don't want to score no points. He's trying to hit him in the face. He's a street fighter." And she was like, "I watched the fight last night. He didn't hit him in the body at all. He was going for the face. The guy had his hands in front of his face and he was still going for the face." I said, "That's because he don't know no better." You can teach him. You can teach almost anybody anything. I had a dog. They said you can't teach an old dog do tricks. Man, my dog was so smart that when I turned the light out, the first light out in the living room, stood up and turned the first light out, he could be asleep. When he hit a snap, he'd get up and go get in his cage. He knew what time it was. It was bedtime. When I came downstairs in the morning, he waited for me to say something to him first. "Shinobi Zen, what it do, man?" Hey, man, you got me over here throwing all kinds of stuff online right now, bro. I'm showing knife fighting. I'm showing 52 blocks. I'm doing a whole kick seminar because I could do all kinds of kicks, man. I'm throwing kicks all over the place. Had to tap in, man. I'm glad. Hey, look, you got to show people something, man. Sometimes, man, you got to show people what you're doing, just so they can feel like they want to get something done too. Hey, look, they think because I'm 58, I can't still do splits. Man, please, I do splits all day, twice on Sunday. I showed them kicks, man, how I could be real close to a person and hold them and still kick them in the head. Yeah, man, I got a whole thing. I've been shooting videos all morning. Legs got tired. And you're supposed to still have it. You don't ever supposed to lose it. Tapping in from Cali. What's good, Cali? Nah, they don't know, bruh. They don't never know. Like I said, you know who's who in the zoo. Remember when Arsenio Hall had Steven Seagal up there? And he asked Steven Seagal, he said, "What do you think about Van Damme?" He just giggled for a second. Then he said, "You know, all the animals in the jungle know each other. All of them. But I don't know So that said a lot right there. I love the videos, bro. Self-defense is a must for any color man. Why you talking? It's a must for any color man. Because there's all kinds of men out there getting beat up. It don't make no difference what color y'all. Yeah, this is Michael Jordan without the money. This the broke Michael Jordan. Michael J. White is the truth. You like Michael J. White? I seen him on your channel. I like him, but he ain't never been my favorite. But I like him though. I would have liked to see Michael J. White fight some of my favorites. And so, because that would have gave him some credibility other than the movies. Yeah, you always want to see your favorite fighter fight some of your other favorite fighters. Hey, look, I told you, tell me I was right about T.O. I don't like to be right, because when I'm right, that means somebody else got to be wrong. But I don't like to be right, man, but the deal is the deal. Who can set it up for you to fight him? We can set it up for you to fight. Fight who? Plant-based black man fight who? Who beat on T.O.? Shakur Stevenson for 12 rounds. Who do I think can beat Shakur? I don't know. It's some people out there. It's some people out there. But I don't want to say no names right now. T.O. should have been able to stop the jab and cut off the ring. And plant-based black man, you said Michael J. White. Michael J. White and me are not the same size, brother. You got to find me somebody I can fight that's the same size as me. 10 pounds up or 10 pounds down. Then you hit me up. You know what I did find interesting though? What I did find interesting is that Michael J. White was born 5 days after me on the same year. I was born November the 5th, 1967, 58 years old. He was born November the 10th, 1967. So I'm exactly 5 days older than him. But Michael J. White walks around about 230 to 235. And I walk around 135 to 140. We are not the same. He is about almost 100 pounds heavier than me. And I'm 5'6". He's 6'1". We wouldn't be in the same bracket at no time. He couldn't shrink down to my size under no circumstances. The way Shakur looked against T.O., oh, don't let T.O. fool you. The real T.O. didn't step in the ring. So you'll see Shakur fight somebody that's better. Man, we see a guy fight one guy and all of a sudden he's a superstar. I didn't see Shakur train with some guys that was just as good, if not better than him. But that's not the guy he's going to be fighting. Team smart. I watched BKFC Knuckle Mania. I saw some of that. Looked like street beefs, but with better promotion and production. That's pretty much what it was. I saw guys that don't touch nobody, don't throw no jab. I don't know what the deal was. It was like they was just fighting. I think O'Shaquie Foster can do. Nah, he ain't gonna do it. He ain't got enough. He ain't got enough. I know who that is. He ain't got enough. The person you're going to see beat Shakur It's going to have to be somebody that's smarter than him, faster than him, and or fast as him, but a different strategy. You can't fight a guy with the best strategy with the same guy with the same strategy. Hey, look, man, I don't want to get no more weight on me, bro. I'm 5'6", player. You don't get no weight up on 5'6". With 5'6", the average weight is 140. Do your homework, homeboy. Do your homework. I'm a runner before anything else. Probably run faster than most people you see up here. In order for that to happen, you can't be heavy, bruh. Yeah, I definitely can handle my own under any circumstances. I've been in the game just as long as everybody else. But but you gotta, if you're gonna pick me a fight with somebody 10 pounds up or 10 pounds down. What up, Mickey Lloyd? Let me see. Lanil Tribble. What's good? I ain't seen you up here before. But make sure y'all hit the like button and make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if y'all the first ones up here for the first time. Mickey Lloyd, facts. Swimming. 30 minutes the other day, man, that work was crazy. Hey, look, I've been swimming. I took swimming lessons a couple of years ago because I wanted to be able to swim the traditional way rather than just get in there and play in the water. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, swimming is hard. Not my favorite thing. My favorite thing is running. If y'all know anything about me, I run. I run or walk. So you talked to me before? Okay, I don't remember names. I don't remember a whole lot of names unless I see it all the time. But I appreciate you being up here. Man, the basics of swimming. Swimming is not my forte, but I just swim traditional. On my stomach, swimming and paddling my feet behind me. And I could tread water. Those are two things I want to learn how to do because swimming ain't my sport. Hey, look, man. Hey, look, you see what I be doing? Hey, look, Shinobi Zen, you see what I be doing? My workouts are based on how hard they are. And if it's not hard, I won't even make a video of it. So when I do something, the average person think it's easy until they start it. Then they be like, wait a minute, what the crap? Then you got to go back and look at the video because you swear up and down, ain't no way in the world I was doing it the way you was doing it. But I like that kind of workout. I like that level of working out. I like the level of working out that's so hard that when I jump down, I got to pat myself on the back that I was able to do it. Because I see a lot of people. There's some guys that I follow online. Them dudes phenomenal. I mean, like, real talk, man, ain't no way in the world you could just do that stuff. You can't just jump on it. Some things you got to think about. But then some people show me stuff, and when I try it, I'll be like, man, it's a lot easier than they said it was going to be. I was doing pull-ups and pulling my knees up and hit myself in the chest as I pulled up. I thought that was going to be hard. I ended up doing like 40 of them jumps, so that ain't really hard. I wouldn't even put that in my workout routine. My workout routine is a little harder than that. Time fact, what's good, dog? No, I said that wrong. Tim Effect. What's good, dog? Start with doggy pedal, then work off that motion. I don't know if I even learned how to do the doggy pedal. I mean, when I went to the swimming jump, I just went because I could get in the water and not drown. I can walk in the water. I could do basic swimming from one side of the pool to the other side of the pool. And I didn't even know if I was doing that right. So they had a swimming lesson at the Y that was not too far from my house, like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. So I went there and paid the little $40. And I went, it's like it was twice a week for like 4 weeks. And I went in there and I learned the basics. And I wanted to learn how to tread water. Just kind of let my feet do what they do. And I was treading water. And I was like, okay. So it gave me an understanding. I could have kept going and kind of took the more advanced level classes, but swimming ain't something I can see myself wanting to do. I'm a runner. I run, walk, bike, and exercise. I can't do it. It ain't a whole lot of day left, bro, between my 3.5 hours of training, between boxing training, karate training. I do so much in the boxing segment, in the weightlifting and the calisthenics, that I do all the kicks and the leg exercises, knife fighting, and all that. I do that stuff at night. I sometimes, like this morning, I did 6 hours over here. 6 hours. Then I went for a run, 4.92 miles. Then I came home. Then I did an hour live stream on my other channel. Then I'm gonna do an hour on this channel. Then I'm gonna go upstairs, take a wash up, come downstairs and make my dinner, because y'all know I don't eat but once a day from 5 to 6 p.m. Then at 9 o'clock tonight, I'm gonna get on the floor, do my stretches. Then I'm gonna come over here and kick the bag. Then I'm gonna take a shower. Yeah, I got some full body workouts for you. Hey, look. Hey, take care, Shinobi. Yeah, swimming is good, man, but I got some other full body workouts. I don't like playing in the water, man. First of all, half the water that you go to in these gyms these days, and people be peeing in the water, spitting in the water. And I don't mess with all that. I'd rather just, when I went, it was early in the morning after they just finished cleaning the pool. I'm real particular about just being anywhere or doing anything. So you got to do 2 years of swimming lessons. I would have did if I had a reason to do it, but I ain't. It wasn't like I'm 58 years old. I don't think it's a reason for me to start trying to master swimming now. I got other things that I'm still trying to master. And y'all got so many sharks. That's why I don't want to play in the water. I know guys that go out there and just swim in the water, in the regular beach water. I ain't about that life, bruh. Say Haney wants Shakur and Keyshawn. Yeah, on video. I don't know how much he want either one of them, but on video he want them both. Said James Toney said Shakur boring. James Toney boring too. You only can call what you see. But I saw some fights where James Toney was boring. I saw some fights where James Toney just got outboxed. Plain and simple. Roy Jones beat the dog doo-doo out of James Toney. Beat the dog doo-doo out of him. He should have quit right then. He talked so much trash before the fight, he got smothered. So you think Haney beats both? Haney's a good fighter. One thing Haney do is train. That's the one thing Haney good at. He gonna train. And where other guys want to play around, Haney gonna train. You know what's funny? I'm looking at James Toney's box rack. He got 2 draws in the earlier years of fighting, but his first loss came from Roy Jones, a guy that fought just like Shakur. So that's funny, right? Say, why is Shakur going back down to 135? Because that's his normal weight. Have you ever, well, no, you might not have never seen him before, but Shakur came into a gym that I was coaching at. He not big. TV make people look big, bro. I add about 10 pounds to you. Shakur is smaller. He was smaller than my son, and my son was 126. My son was 5'6", 126. Shakur came in, he was about 5'5.5", 5'6", and he looked like he was like 118 to 120. He was skinny. And I don't know. Shakur ain't supposed to be at 140. He could get to 140 to beat Teofimo because he was outboxing him. James Toney can hardly talk. James Toney done. Hey, look, man. They're gonna use the last few words that they got to talk trash about somebody else. That's what happened with people. Cal BK78, what's good, dog? Bustin' Dustin, what's happening with your homeboy? Lubin versus Tszyu. Erickson Lubin that had his day, man. He done now. He don't think he gonna fight no more. Worth nothing. He might fight, but he ain't gonna fight worth nothing. He done had his time. He was up and coming, bro. I watched him in the amateurs. He was in a tournament that my sons was in Ohio, a national tournament. And he was good. He was solid, good fighter. Father was coaching him. You know what happens when these guys start making money. The first thing they do is want to fire their father. It ain't their father's fault that they losing. Hope you had a good weekend, my man. Man, you saw what I did over the weekend. It was windy, 48 miles per hour wind, and I was outside running in it. I train the same 7 days a week, bro. Eat the same 7 days a week, bro. Pray the same 7 days a week, bro. Back in 82, I could throw a pigskin a quarter mile. Boy, that's what I'm talking about. Should have kept that skills. Make you some money. Mickey Lloyd, what? Your life story helped me so many men come out of the... Whatever, man. Hey, look, it's funny how, man, it's funny how people want to be up here so bad. I ain't never told nobody I came out of nothing. I'm going to tell somebody I come out of the closet and I got a wife, been married for 34 years, and she don't know. Hey, look, man, you don't get it twisted, bro. Hey, look, man, people just be up here just to talk. And because you coming out of the closet, it don't matter, because that's your personal business. See, when they say come out of the closet, what happens in a bedroom with the door shut should be the only person's business that live in that house. If you don't live in that house, you should know that guy's business or that girl's business. Bottom line. People always telling you, man, coming out of the closet. You don't got to come out of the closet. What you got to come out of the closet for? That's your closet. It's in your house. Unless you go into somebody else's house and going to use their closet, you ain't got to tell nobody nothing. But you want to be up here so bad. I appreciate you wanting to be up here, though. People want to be up here so bad, they come up here and say anything just to be a part of the conversation. Do I think Keyshawn ready for Haney at 147? Maybe not at 147, because Keyshawn, I don't think he'll afford 147, but 140. But hey, look, Keyshawn is a good fighter. I ain't gonna say he's a better fighter. He's a great fighter. Keyshawn has not let us down in the pros. People don't understand. I used to go to the gym that Keyshawn belonged to and watch Sweet Pea Whitaker pad Keyshawn up and tell him how to do certain moves and how to turn certain ways and how to drop certain punches. Keyshawn been being trained by the best in the game for a long time. I watched this coach called Coach Tyler train Keyshawn. He was like 8 years old. Keyshawn was blessing folk way back then. Gaius, what's good, Coach? What are the plans for the week? Hope it's looking bright. My plans always looking bright, bro. And because your plans, you make them. You want to do something stupid? Do something stupid. You want to do something smart? Do something smart. Because I don't do nothing stupid. Guess what I'm doing? Something smart. Somebody said, Ryan, somebody said, Coach, you funny. Hey, look, man. You got to have a sense of humor. Tell me facts. Yes, sir. Ryan Anthony. Keyshawn said he wants Devin at one man. He said it, and maybe that means he ain't got to lose weight. Hey, look, you got to remember, some of these guys had to lose 15, 20 pounds to fight at the weight classes that they fight at. Keyshawn, one of them guys whose body looked like he can hold that 147. I just, he got to say it. I can't say it. I can't tell you what I think Keyshawn will be ready for. Keyshawn got to tell you what he think Keyshawn will be ready for. I know what I'm ready for because it's my life. Let's see. Got to mix it up. What are your thoughts on Ryan Garcia? I think Ryan Garcia is a solid talent that has good training, but he keeps going back and forth between coaches, and it ain't never a good idea. I think he's talented. I think he getting these fights because people don't know that Ryan Garcia's presence online is over 10 million. The boy got over 10 million subscribers on Facebook. He gonna have people show up to his fights. And because of that, they book him for fights. He can set his own price. He know what he brings to the table. But as far as fighting goes, I don't think he could beat some of our favorite names. But then again, I think he will clobber some of the other favorite names. Like he gonna beat Mario Barrios, because Mario Barrios is technically nobody. So Keyshawn has only 14 fights. Yeah, but he fought in the Olympics, which means Keyshawn had over 100 fights as an amateur. Keyshawn been fighting since he was 6 years old. He got a lot of experience and been around some of the best coaches in the world. understand, first of all, he understand what he's capable of doing. Alex Foley, what up, man? I think Haney could fight at 154. I think Haney could beat Boots too. But, yeah, Haney got to believe it. Rolly won't fight Haney because Rolly know he ain't no boxer. He don't want to get outboxed. People don't mind getting beat. They don't want to get outboxed. They don't want to get outshined. Man, I'm on the bus now. But right when I get home, I'm going to go for that walk. That's what I'm talking about. Go and get that walk. Hey, look, a whole lot of people, Alex Foley, a whole lot of people ain't got no chin. But you know why you don't know that? Because they protect the chin. A lot of people ain't got no chin. Shoot, a lot of your favorite fighters get hit in the chin going down. You know how you find out he ain't got no chin? When he get hit in it. But if he's good enough to protect it, good enough to protect that chin, you might not never see the concrete. That's how you find out. You ain't gonna find out no other way. You want to see Rolly versus Ben? Two technically different weight classes. Ben is a lot heavier. He comes down to fight at the weight he at, but Ben walking around 170, easy, a 170. Coming down to fight 140s. Haney got a great jab too, coach. Great footwork. People don't understand. Haney was trained by Mayweather's. He was trained by Mayweather Sr. when he first started fighting. He had all them years in the amateurs and all those years when he first started fighting in Mexico. He was being trained by Mayweather Sr. Then his father picked up the pieces. It said Ben fights at 147, but that don't mean he 147. Hey, look, there's a lot of guys that fight, that's walk around 180, fight at 147. It depends on how good you can control your weight loss. Say Tank got a solid chin. No, Tank ain't never been hit on the chin. Tank got a good defense. He don't take straight shots on the chin. And if he do, it was somebody that was lighter than him. You got to remember, most of Tank fights, the ones that we always give Tank credit for, those guys weren't the same weight as Tank. Leo Santa Cruz came up from 123 to fight Tank at 130. He skipped over 2 weight classes to take that fight. Why? Because it was money on the line. Let's see Tank get hit. Let's see Tank get hit by Richardson Hitchens, or hit by Keyshawn, or hit by anybody that can throw a good shot, a real shot, like Lomachenko, somebody that's gonna catch you with a shot you don't see coming. Then we get to determine if he got a good chin or not. What do I think happened with Ryan and Haney? Why did Ryan look so far ahead of them? Well, they said Ryan was on drugs. Drugs give you 2 things. It give you a little extra strength in your training program, and it give you a lot more confidence in your fight game. He knew that it was something inside of him. It was this much found in him by the time they got him, but they got drugs now that can leave your system in 30 days. And they might have cut it, or they might have put too much in it, or whatever the case was, he got caught with it. So he looked so much better. Everybody gonna look better. Look, you can put drugs in the average person, no matter, because they got drugs that are meant for certain things. They can put drugs in the average person, make them feel like Superman. Boots versus Haney have similar styles, make fights, coach. Yeah, similar styles don't make fights. It's different styles that make fights. It's 2 styles that are exactly the same. Gonna have 2 people. It's gonna be boring to the public. Y'all gonna be like, well, he ain't hit him. He ain't ducking him. They're doing the same thing, coach. They look stupid. They're gonna look like they're doing a kata. You know when you're doing a kata with somebody in karate, and you doing the kogeki, he doing the uke, you doing the offensive to his defensive. So every time he kick, you block. Every time you block, he kick. It's like nobody can hit nobody. That's how that fight gonna be. 2 guys with the same style, both scared to come in and fight. Tank ain't a slow starter. Tank's a no starter. He don't start fights. Tank want to see how hard you hit, so that he can determine. He wants you to gas out. Yeah. Well, when you said he had a chin, you saw what happened when Roach hit him in the chin. He hit the floor. You know when he hit the floor, when he hit the floor, he went down and took a knee. He knew what was going to happen if he didn't take that knee. He was going to get hit again. He took a knee. In professional fighting, professional boxing, you cannot take a knee in a fight, go to the corner and get your face wiped off. Hey, look, whoever thought that one, they were smart. Tank thought that one to get out of that butt whipping he was getting. Then the fight was a draw. Nobody fight was a draw. because they had Tank scheduled to win. And when he wasn't winning, they couldn't just take the fight away and give it to Roach. They didn't want Roach to have that title. Tank would have took his first loss. Tank them, the referees understood what greasing palms mean. Ain't gonna be no Tank versus Roach rematch. That's the funny part about it. Nobody ever rematches somebody that beat him clearly the first time. So you remember Tank coming up in the amateur? Yeah. What did I think of him back then? The same type of fighter. He never won the fights until the end. Tank had enough in him to let the other people beat up on him. Tank was like, I had a youngest son. My youngest son would get tired hitting the bag and would hit the bag harder. He would get tired, get mad, and hit the bag harder. In a sparring match or something, you could be beating him up, and he would come out of nowhere because he's like building up energy from your fight game. That's Tank. Tank fought the same way in the amateurs. He was good, but he wasn't great. Now he's good, but he's still not great. It's just that Mayweather understood what Tank could do. He found guys that could just tap. They're never gonna hurt Tank. Mayweather never put Tank in the ring against another guy with the same skill set. On Orthodox style, it's all the same, bro. Look, when you still talking about Boots and Ryan Gar and Boots and Devin Haney, it's gonna be the same kind of fight. That's why they're never gonna fight. They don't see no money in it. We need Boots to go against a guy that hold his hands tight. We need Devin Haney to go against a guy that hold his hands tight, like this, so that he can pick shots and move around to make the fight look interesting. Tank won't fight Roach in the rematch. Tank said, geez, Grease got his eye. Yeah. yeah. You're going to say anything, man. Your best excuses come out when you're behind, bruh. Bivol versus Benavidez is a good fight. Only Bivol going to lose. Period. End of story. Don't you think a draw looks just as bad as a loss? Not when you look at your record. It doesn't have that O still stands. They don't even got to announce your draws when you come out. They can just say Tank is 30-0 with 28 knockouts and no losses. They don't got to mention the draws. Now, draw just means null and void. It's like two race cars racing and they tie 3 times in a row. It's a draw. My car just as fast as his car. You can't take the credit. I can't take the credit. Football games end in a draw, end in a tie score. You don't get it. It's not a loss. It don't count against your record. Rolly had a chance to knock out Tank, but you know what the problem was? Ego. Instead of just fighting his fight, he figured, I'm gonna take him out now. You gotta remember, Tank is like a sitting dog or a wounded animal. You got him in the corner, he'll eventually throw a big shot out of nowhere. He threw a big shot out of nowhere because Rolly started getting careless with what he was throwing. Yeah, Rolly got power. But Rolly just don't know how to put it all together. Rolly a little loose little loosey-goosey. Did you watch Rolly spar Haney on YouTube? Yeah, it don't matter. Sparring is sparring. We don't even talk about sparring up here. Sparring is sparring. Sparring is a chance for you to work on something. It ain't messing. I done took guys to sparring sessions that use one hand for 3 rounds. Because that's what I want them to do. Don't use your right hand for nothing. Use your left hand. Use your jab hand for everything. If you can't fight them with one hand, don't get in the ring. They start doing what I told them to do, get out the ring. Yeah. Sparring is sparring. Because the sparring ain't a fight. Stuff you get away with in sparring, you can't get away with in a fight. A low blow, they ain't gonna call a low blow in sparring. Sparring is just sparring. It depends on what you can. Hey, look, we went to sparring sessions and they wouldn't even allow me to bring my cell phone in. They said you can't bring your phone in because they thought I was gonna take the footage and show it to somebody. I've had a lot of guys that tell me when they sparred against my guys, they said you can record it, but you can't show it. And if they ever find out you showed it, you're never gonna come back to their gym to spar again. Sparring is tricky because My guy might outdo your guy, but it makes your guy pay attention to what he need to learn for his fight. My son sparred a lot of guys that were pro when he was still in the amateurs. And he would outdo a lot of guys, but you can't show the footage. Roy Jones versus David Benavidez. In their prime, it would have been a good fight. Roy Jones hit harder. David Benavidez just threw a lot of punches. Make sure when y'all up here, y'all hit the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, please subscribe so we can always have these type of conversations about boxing, about karate, about kicking, about punching, and about training. And if you need to know anything about dieting, eating right, going vegan or not vegan, still want to eat right, holler at your boy. That's what I'm up here for. All right. With that being said, thank y'all for jogging into my page. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for everything. And let's keep the conversation going. Charlo calling out Spence. Yeah. Charlo just trying to get back in the game. He just trying to get back in the game. Charlo trying to get back in the game. Them Charlo boys been out of the game for a while. Nobody talking about them no more. Joe Calzaghe versus Roy Jones in prime. Well, when he fought Roy Jones, he won in his prime. Roy Jones already been kind of coming down that a little bit. Keyshawn versus Hitchison had an intense sparring match, yeah? But Keyshawn would beat Hitchens. Hitchens is good, but he don't have enough to win a fight. It's a whole lot of guys out there that can scrap, but can't win at the end. Hitchens looking good because of who they putting him in the ring with. They put him in the ring against a guy that's not as strong as him that's got the same style. What's going to happen? He's going to beat him every time. You see what he did to George Kambosos? And George Kambosos was more of a boxer. So do I know if you can beat me from sparring? So do I know if you can beat me from sparring? No. Because what you do in sparring is simply you training on something and you working on something. And bottom line is your goal in sparring is to learn something that you didn't know. So if you susceptible to getting hit with a certain shot in sparring, change it. Change it. You go home and watch the sparring sessions and then you go back and you be better at it. So the guy that's sparring you is teaching you what you're not good at. That's what you want. You want a guy that fights like the guy you're going to fight so that he'll catch you with the shots that the other guy will catch you with to prepare you for the fight. So yeah, you're going to get caught with a whole lot of stuff. That's how you train to be ready for the next fight. It don't just happen by accident. You don't just figure it out when you climb in the ring. Yep, you don't just figure it out when you climb in the ring. That's what sparring is for. Sparring is the chance for you to learn something. Sometimes you learn you get hit with the same jab over and over. You go back to the drawing board and you fix that jab. You fix it so that he don't hit you with the same thing. Your sparring partners are supposed to make you better for your fight. Why do you think these guys are paying some of these guys $10,000 a week to be in a camp? They be in a camp for 3 weeks. They made $30,000. They're your sparring partner. Look, it's a lot of money being passed in hands. Man, we didn't got paid $1,500 to be a sparring partner for a small camp. Mainly because my son was faster than most people. So you get paid to go in there and spar against another guy so that that guy will know what it's like to fight a guy that's faster than him. What's your favorite fight promoter? Who do you think treats their fights? I don't know. Because promoters are there to make money. So their goal is, there's no such thing as a bad promoter unless he's a B level, a bottom end promoter, and he lying to you and pimping up the other guy. That's the only reason why. Because most of these fighters are on major contracts like Top Rank, Golden Boy, the Money Team. They own big contracts. So it's in their best interest to treat you right so that they can get the best out of you. I think Bivol will stop. You don't think that. Bro, you gotta rethink that. Look, Benavidez does not fight on the same scale as I mean, Bivol does not fight on the same scale as Benavidez. It's way different, bro. You got a guy that's got good shots and good movement and all that, but then you got a guy that's got fast hands and hit hard and equally in each glove. It's not gonna be the same thing, bro. Bivol look good fighting who you saw him fight, but he gonna lose against Benavidez. He gonna get out punched. Bottom line. Yep. But Roy Jones Jr. want the same Roy Jones Jr. by the time he fought Kawasaki, he was just trying to get a paycheck. Look, Kawasaki came out there ready to fight. Roy Jones had been lollygagging. We need the heavyweight division back. You gotta let them guys stop playing games. The heavyweight division is supposed to be guys that look like something, fight like something. These guys are just big, sloppy. They ain't training. They just got power in them big hands. And they ain't in no kind of shape. So yeah, that's what you're gonna get back. You're gonna get these guys ain't out here training the way they supposed to no more. They figured heavyweight division means just keep eating. Hearts is going bad. You know, most of them diabetics. Saying, what in the world? They ain't in shape. They ain't like Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is in shape, but not a great boxer. But, hey, look, you know, you got to give something to get something. It's almost that time for me to get offline because my wife will be home in a few minutes. Time for me to run her through her training program. This is my Monday, y'all. This is how I get my... You ever hit a button on your phone and expected one thing to happen, but something else happened? Kind of starting to happen to me all the time. Said Joshua don't got no legs. Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua's what Anthony Joshua is. He's a fighter, trained hard, look like a bodybuilder. It is what it is. Yeah, it's a different kind of legs when you're training for boxing. Anthony Joshua looks like a bodybuilder. His legs look good as a bodybuilder's legs. But the reality is, hey look, them ain't boxing legs, bro. You gotta be able to move around with them legs. Them legs gotta hold your body up. Them legs gotta last through a fight. He don't train his legs like boxers. He go in the gym and do all them squats. That's a difference, as y'all can see. And once you start getting hit in the head, your legs go. I wonder why that is. I try to tell people, if you ain't training, you ain't training. You start getting hit, you start getting weak. That's how the game go. Yep, that's how out of shape Ruiz was. Out of shape. Ruiz just had hands. And once he started connecting them hands, it was a wrap. Ruiz might have been a little chubby dude, but he knew how to connect them hands. You don't need no size gloves for home training. It all depends on what you're trying to do. Training, what you mean with the question that I suggest you ask is, what size gloves will make you a better fighter in the ring, out the ring, or in the street? And it don't take no size glove. Glove size is by weight. Weight makes your hands faster, make your hands stronger. So obviously, if you got on 16-ounce gloves and you're hitting the bag, you wearing this out a lot faster. If you got on 6-ounce bag gloves, you build the knees up a lot quicker. because your knuckles are gonna feel. You're gonna feel the power of your punch through a bag. But I mean, 16-ounce gloves is what you need to spar in. Glove size depending on what you plan on doing with your hands. I hit a heavy bag with a pair of weightlifting gloves on. The only reason I wear gloves at all is to cover my knuckles, just so that I don't tear the skin off my knuckles when I'm hitting the bag. That's the only reason why you need gloves on. But you can build something. You don't need gloves to build your hands. You need 3-pound weights to build how fast you want to punch. 16-ounce gloves work for what you're trying to do with them. But gloves matter when it comes to you and another person. It don't matter so much when it comes to you and a bag. What you plan on getting out of the bag work. You just want to make your hands stronger. You want to make your fist stronger. You want to make your muscles. You want to wear your muscles out of your arms a lot faster. That's what the size of gloves do. I got every size glove. I used to have some 20s. And the reason I bought 20s is because they was heavy. They made me work. Then I got 16s. I got 12s. I got 6-ounce bag gloves. And then I put on some regular old weightlifting gloves with the fingers gone. Weightlifting, just material and Velcro strap. Because when I'm lifting weights, I do them. And when I hit the bag, I use them. Because I want to always build my knuckles up. Because I'm not always going to be in a pair of gloves when I'm in the street. But if you're going to spar somebody, you need 16s. The reason why you need 16s, more cushion over the knuckle. You don't want to kill your partner. And you don't want your partner to kill you. So always check the size of your gloves and the size of his gloves. The lighter the gloves, the faster his hands are. So if you got 16s on and he got on 12s, he's going to beat you to death. He's going to be faster than you. His punch is going to hurt a lot more. Mr. 11 Pages. I like that name too, dog. But I use all kinds of gloves depending on what I plan on doing. If I want to wear my arms out a little bit more, I go outside with them 16s on. And I still do 3 rounds, 3-minute rounds. I still do 5 rounds with the 16s on. But when I come in the house, my shoulders and my arms be a lot sore. But if I want to kill the bag, show y'all hand speed, and show y'all how much I want to dig into that bag, I'm put them 8-ounce bag gloves on, or them 6-ounce bag. I think I got 6-ounce bag gloves now because my 8-ounce ringside bag gloves, I gave them to my son for Christmas. They were brand new. I had only had them on like 2 or 3 times. And my son said he was looking to buy some bag gloves, so I gave him mine. Okay, y'all, just got the 20% battery life left. How many heavy bag rounds should I do? It all depends on what you're trying to do. I mean, these are questions that determine what you're trying to do. But if you want my suggestion, if you don't box and you're new at boxing, start off by doing 3 2-minute rounds. 2 minutes, 1 minute break. 2 minutes, 1 minute break, 2 minutes. 3 2-minute rounds. But if you're already in boxing, then do 5 3-minute rounds. But 3-minute rounds are going to seem like a long time if you don't know what you're doing. 2 minutes is give you enough time to just punch. You just want to punch back. I got bag work videos. Go to my channel, go to the search bar, put in bag work by Coach Carl, and watch different things that I do. Some days I'm outside working on combinations. Some days I'm just standing there punching the bag straight. Some days I'm working on speed. Some days I'm working on endurance. Some days I'm working on power. It depends on what you're trying to train for. You trained all your children in self-defense? Yep. My daughter and my wife used to come to my boxing gym just to take up boxing fitness. Both of my sons got 10 years of karate and then 10 years of boxing. One son now is 33, the other one's 31. And my daughter's 27. I just train them to be able to protect themselves. The bottom line is the bottom line. You never know what you're going to run into. Like I teach my daughter, the throat punch. Works on anybody. I don't care if the Hulk grabbed her. It's gone. Stop you from breathing when you can't swallow, bruh. But I spent my whole life involved in martial arts. Everything from sword fighting to knife fighting to street fighting. Everything from kicks to punches to takedowns. Wrestling, I get you good on the ground. Jiu-jitsu, I take you down to the ground good. I mean, I've been involved in martial arts and boxing my entire life. Since I was 7 years old. But look, y'all, I got to get offline now. It's almost 4:45 and my wife will be home. And the first thing she going to want to do when she come in the house is get this training going for her so she can eat her dinner and sit down. And them 15 minutes from my dinner time, even though today is Monday, I won't be able to eat at 5. I'm going to eat from 5:30 to 6:30 because I got to train her first. So with that being the case, if y'all new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And if y'all not new to the channel, please hit the like button and hit that notification icon so I can be notified every time I drop a new video. That was my wife just texting me saying she almost at the crib. So look, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for logging in. I'll be back up here again tomorrow from 3:45 to 4:45. So with that being the case, that being said, that being done, let's get this work. Any questions y'all have for me, please leave them under any video that you find on my channel. I have over 1,800 videos on my channel. So you can put the search bar, you can put in just what you're asking for, and you're probably going to find it because I got over 1,800 videos on this channel. I appreciate y'all love. Once again, it's your boy, Coach Carl. Mr. 58 is the new 28, and I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side. Because right about now, your boy got to go.